Hello and welcome everybody. So as we go through our daily lives, we fall into these cycles. And by the end of the video you'll know what these cycles are and how you can change, how make things better and all that. Because what's going to happen is if we don't become aware of what's going on and we never change anything, these cycles are just tightening in better and better. Honestly, in a few more years, you might be able to look at your week and be like, well, Tuesday is going to be a drama day, and then Friday is going to be this, and I have a great day on the 13th, and then other than that, the rest is pretty much, just like, so, no. So what's going on is we look at, an instance in life. Let's say, if you need to make more money or you want to become more wealthy or whatever. So what we think in our mind is, okay, well, let me, get a second job. Some people might, let me pick up a few hours or extra shift or work some overtime. And, some people might say, oh, well, let me, start a side gig or a side business, which are all great things. It can produce a little money, in the present, in the physical 3D right now. But, at the end of the day, if you're not changing your conscience, your own I am wealthy, your understanding of that, but then it's really just a short-term thing. It's almost like walking into the ocean and just starting to punch the waves as they're coming in. It's like it'll do a little bit for now, but long term. So what we want to do is understand that, like in this instance for money, and you can use this health, wealth, relationships, I'm just using an example for money to make more money. So like all the other things in life, it boils down to our beliefs. So what happens is your measure of wealth is set to almost like on a rubber band of belief. And so it'll stretch, you'll work, and make a little progress, and you go right back to where it started. So in other words, it's kind of like these cycles. It's like we want to take something that's broken and try to break it some more. So in other words, what the cycle is really like, what we're doing is we're observing the life around us and reacting to it. And then we're letting all the observation and reaction of what's going on in front of us determine the vibration we're sending out, to the universe, to our attraction level. Wealth is attracted. It's not earned, in other words. Once you get this, and this is why I make videos daily and all, it's like once you understand that money can chase you, then you stop chasing it in same way. So, the daily cycles in life is to stop observing what is and reacting and start in our own conscious and know that I am wealthy, I am prosperous, all that.